Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and C6 skydivers. I am Speedyard, and this is Shotgun Butterfly. We're falling through the sky, plummeting towards our death, but that's okay. I know what I'm doing, trust me. I commandeered a helicopter from that base we conquered in the last video. I wanted to show you a certain place in this game, but it's on the opposite side of the map, and it takes quite some time just to get from one place to another in this game, at least until you unlock extraction. Usually, well, sometimes, you can find a fighter jet in this little airport here, but it doesn't appear we're having any such luck this time. This is an opportunity to bring in the black market.
How may I help you?
Our good friend the Sloth Demon should be able to help us out a bit. What we're going to do is we're going to buy a fighter jet for $100,000, and we're going to have it airdropped right into the middle of a military establishment.
Stand back. Dropping delivery.
Notice that they're not shooting him down. Presumably, this nation is so corrupt that members of the black market actually have some degree of diplomatic immunity. But we can't just leave so quietly and peacefully. That would be totally against our nature. There are things to destroy and people to kill. Evil people. Only evil people. These technicians up here, I'm sorry, but they serve the cause of unrighteousness. And right now I am morally compelled to blow things up. The backup will never come. Listen to that delightful countdown noise. And isn't it just gratifying the way they're blown over, and we make our merry escape. Most of the fighter jets come equipped with minigun cannons and rocket launchers. You would think, being fighter jets, they would be the best, most awesome things in the game. They are not. You're better off sticking with the helicopters if you just want to go with sheer firepower and maneuverability. In general, jet fighters just aren't that maneuverable in this game. The main reason is that you can only shoot directly in front of you, which happens to be where you are flying. So in order to aim at something on the ground that you want to destroy with your awesome mini cannons and rocket launchers, you must aim yourself directly at it, which means you are more likely to destroy it by pulling off a kamikaze than by shooting it. Sometimes you can do a little better against tall structures like this oil platform. Alternative energy, my age-old nemesis. This time I'm ready for it. From here on in, it's just a short journey to where I wanted to take you. I'll see you there in just a moment. And here we are. The reason I wanted to come here is this was where the demo for this game began. And I spent hours playing that demo. That demo was a game in itself. I mean, especially compared to what games were like a few years ago. Now, to be honest, I didn't get here quite as cleanly as I might make it look. I had a few misadventures along the way.
We have only two.
Getting from point A to point B can be a bit messy at times. Yeah. But take a look down there. I know that area down there like the back of my hand. I played the demo just that much. Because I fell in love with it the moment I discovered what true three-dimensional freedom could be in a game. No other game I've ever encountered gives you that sort of three-dimensional freedom. Let me capture this settlement and show you what I mean. And now it appears we have caused sufficient chaos to unlock the next chapter of the story. With the tires shot out, this vehicle is pretty much useless, but we don't lack much more in this town anyways.
I have been informed. look out for the white tiger. It has come to my attention that until recently, a well-known gambler and lowlife by the name of Ken Pang has been in his employ. If you want to find Ken Pang, I suggest you speak to the informant at Lane Kokusugai. He will tell you where to look for a price.
Very well then. Our friend the Sloth Demon is setting up the story mission for us. Next time, we'll find this Ken Pang, and we'll see to it that he talks. But for the time being, not much remains to capturing this town. With the destruction of the gas station, all we have left is to find the resource boxes scattered around the town, and this is one of the easier ones to find them in. Off the top of my head, I think I can recall areas that have upwards of 5 resource boxes. There are several thousand to find in this game, and to be honest, there's really too many, I think. Too much of the time, they really amount to nothing more than filler to make these settlement captures last a bit longer. They really should have cut out half or as many as 3/4 of them from the game, because much of the time you'd simply find yourself trying to find that last one that's hiding from you. And to be honest, I think the game would be better off without that.
I can extract you to many locations all over Panau. To extract to a location, simply select his icon on the PDA.
Excellent. Now that we've unlocked extraction, it will be a much easier business getting from one end of the island to the other. We'll be able to drop ourselves in on any location we've managed to find before. But think about what we've seen thus far. Think about how the capture of that settlement went. There are several gameplay decisions they made with this game that blend together masterfully to create an experience like no other. First of all, the fact that they give us freedom in all 3 dimensions, horizontal, vertical, everywhere. We can go up and down, side to side, every which way we want, as we want, and we are given all sorts of tools to do that. Vehicles, airplanes, parachute and grappling hook. Furthermore, we're given a vast game world to move around inside of. It's 20 kilometers square. In addition, progression through the game depends not on the fulfillment of objectives, but upon raising the amount of chaos, and chaos is raised simply by destroying things, completing missions, doing things that fit this theme of chaos, and destabilizing a corrupt government. These elements of 3-dimensional freedom, a vast game world to exercise that freedom in, a tremendous degree of destructibility in the environment you move around inside of, and a non-linear, player-directed system of progression by destroying objects in that environment with that freedom, all blend together masterfully to create an incredible experience that's filled with freedom and just the joy of destruction, which of course we all know. We knew it when we were children in the sandbox, building castles and casting them down again. And we know it here, in this little sandbox world. We are free to do what we want in. And all of it comes together to create an incredible experience. And experiences are what video games are about. But for now, I bid you farewell. Next time, we find Ken Pang, and he will lead us to the White Tiger. See you there.
Chaos is the opposite of order, Scorpion. Someone bent on disrupting order will soon find that Panau is a veritable